So the question arises, is Peace Corps still relevant? Coming up on the 50th anniversary. One of the things that I teach managers, and I was just teaching a group of Chinese managers and Vietnamese managers recently, senior people. And I'm still teaching them about what globalization is and how it works, and the requirement that they all realize that to work in a global world, you really have to have a global mindset. You're moving away. I use the metaphor, and it works very well. I use the metaphor of the Shire. I say most of us live in the Shire and would prefer a world of the Shire, a world of peace, predictability, certainty, comfort, safety, all those wonderful things that the Shire represents. And Bilbo Baggins and Frodo were the first true globalizationists. Because if you look at what they did, they left the Shire and went through a number of worlds. They had to build coalitions with others. They had to endure difficulties. They had to go through a lot of learning to change themselves before they started really understanding what the real challenge of Mordor was all about. So if you use that silly metaphor in some ways, it really captures this sort of learning experience. Peace Corps got you out of the Shire. And it got you at the first level, whatever it was in the movie, but it got you out into another world, like the world of the elves. But in this case, I was in the world of the Mapuche and the poor farmers of the world, the underdeveloped people of the world. And Peace Corps allows people to do that with some depth. Tourism does not. I'm sorry. Tourism, you live in a bubble. And the bubble is pretty much carries about 80 to 90% of what you had at home in terms of comforts and guarantees. And you travel around in a bubble and you look at things from a distance. You're not part of things. You can't be.